Hello and welcome to Coffee Convo Wednesday. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, March 10th, 2021, episode 251. I'm your host, Cindy Simmons. Welcome. This is a show where we talk about three things, and we're going to be here for about 15, 20 minutes or so, longer, shorter, I don't know. 15, 20 minutes, and at the end, I'm going to give you something super fun. Do want to say congratulations to Angie C. from Georgia. She won last week's two-sided Mickey and Minnie tote, so congratulations to Angie C. Thank you for being a part of this show every week. We appreciate you so much. All right. Before we get started, welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the things, welcome. Wherever you're watching, would love for you to click like right now, click save if you're watching this on Instagram, click subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Share this post if you can on Facebook. I would so appreciate that. Apparently, the more shares and likes and comments and saves on Instagram that we get, the better for the social media algorithm. Who knows? And give me a cheers right now and let me know, what are you drinking right now? What are you drinking? I'm having a little afternoon decaf coffee because I feel like I had enough today that I don't need to be having any more of that nonsense this afternoon. Then I'd be like, which is how I already am. So let's not do that. A little bit about me before we get started. We've been doing this show for 5 years. It's crazy. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. I grew up about 30 minutes away from Disneyland in California, and now we live in Orlando, Florida, which is pretty amazing. And we're less than 30, I would say 30 minutes, 30 miles, 30, I guess same difference, 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. Radio is my background. I was on the radio. Goodness, I've been in radio since, I don't know, my whole life. California, Nashville, Atlanta, Orlando, and yeah, it's been a fun ride. And now I am currently the brand manager for a super cute women's boutique here in Winter Garden, Florida, and there is a location in Bloomington, Illinois called Shoo Shoo Baby Boutique. So I invite you to follow them on social media. The cutest clothes, like this super cute outfit, and anything you see me wearing or see us post on social media, you can just send a direct message to order. They send you an invoice and it ships for free. Like even my little, I guess this is the bigger one, my sea necklace, which is so much fun. So yeah, like I said, been doing this show for 5 years, doing lots of social media. I'm on TikTok all of the time. And I started this show just sort of as a way for us to take a break in the middle of the week, have a cup of coffee, and just kind of hang out and, you know, and get something free. Like, who doesn't love free stuff? I love free stuff. Who doesn't love free stuff? So that's what we're doing here. I'm gonna put that down. I do want to remind you before we get started, we lose an hour this week for daylight saving time because we spring ahead, which means it's spring. And so it will be lighter later, which is always great. But I don't know about you. Like that first week, I'm always like, what time is it? That happens in, when is the next time? October, November, right? And I'm like, it's so dark. Why is it so dark? It feels like it's 10 o'clock at night. And now it's going to be the opposite of that. Which do you prefer? Like, are you all about, I don't know. I feel like, let's save that for next week. So I'm going to talk about that next week because I have so much to talk about this week. So daylight saving time. Oh, went to the Taste of Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. So brought back some fun stuff for you at the end of the show. I can't wait for that. Oh, and a little bit about my family too. We are a family of 5. It's me, my husband Eric. He has an awesome promotional products company called mysmartshirt.com. They basically put logos on stuff there. We have 2 daughters, 15 and 8. And then my mama Jane, who is a 4-time cancer surviving rock star of a mama, lives with us too, which is pretty amazing. And that's our little family. And yeah. I've just put a pile of whipped cream in my coffee. I shared a picture, I think it was on Insta Story or Facebook. I put too much whipped cream in my coffee. So a little like overflowing situation today, but still I just stirred it all up and it's so good, so good. Okay. I read let's get started here because I'm gonna just babble about stuff that's not on my list of things to talk about on our 3 topics. So I read an article recently that 44% of parents admitted to road rage, that they've had road rage compared to 33% of drivers who do not have kids. So I wanted to ask you if you have road rage, because if you have children, apparently it's a little higher of a percentage for you to have road rage, to have gone through it. And I'm just coming clean. I have a small case of the road rage. I don't know what it is. I was talking to my bestie Taylor today, and I think it may have something to do with I have this justice side of me. If you do the whole Enneagram thing, there's a whole thing, and I think my wing or whatever my number is, I don't know all of that, but anyway, it's my number is justice driven. So I used to work with a friend of mine, Jimmy. He would always say, you're like the righter of wrongs. And I am. If I see someone running a stop sign, I'm like, oh, justice. I just want things to be right. And I don't want people treated wrong, I guess. So when I see someone doing something on the road, all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe I should have been a police officer. All of a sudden, my brain is like, oh, why did you do that? Honk. I should let you know that you did that. Honk. Yeah, I'm that person. I totally honk. And it makes my husband bananas when I do that. Thankfully, we really haven't been driving a ton lately because of this whole 2020 feels like 2021. It's it's a year. It's almost exactly this week, right? It's going to be a year, or is it I think it's the 14th or 15th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, something like that, where we went into full on quarantine, lockdown. Does that not feel like it was 8 years ago? It feels like it was so long ago. So I want to know if you have road rage. Are you a road rager, or are you nah, it doesn't really bother me? Then what are the other facts I read too? That men are more likely to break traffic rules than women. That's at least according to this study, which is not the end all be all, but I found it interesting that men were more likely to break the rules. And I found it interesting that if you have kids, you have a slighter chance of having more road rage. So maybe that explains why I have road rage. I don't know. Who does? All right. I could not wait to come here and talk to you about the second topic that we're going to talk about. Yesterday on Facebook and Instagram, I posted this funny, meme, not meme, I don't know what you call it. It's a thing. I printed it up because I wanted to read it to you. It says, people say millennials killed chain restaurants, marriage, and napkins. But when will they acknowledge our greatest takedown yet? Top sheets. I don't know a single millennial who uses one. Top sheets are archaic. This is just the truth. So I got on Facebook and Instagram and asked if you use a top sheet or not. Well, my post on Facebook, oh my goodness, y'all are just divisive when it comes to using a top sheet. Some people didn't know, because I think they are also called flat sheets, because the fitted sheet is what goes, tucks in. It has a little elastic thing and you can't ever fold them. It's a nightmare. In fact, I just did a TikTok about that today. So funny. And then the flat sheet, or the, what did I just say? It was top sheet. Flat sheet or the top sheet is what goes on top, and that's what you sleep under. Well, apparently many, many people do not use a top sheet or a flat sheet. I could not wait to ask you this question. Do you use a top sheet? Do you use a flat sheet? Do you use a top sheet? Because so many people do, and so many people do not. And it's funny to me, because the people who do not are like, ugh, no, why would I use a top sheet? And then the people who use a top sheet are like, that's disgusting. Do you wash your comforter every week, or your duvet cover? Ugh. And people have strong opinions of it. I was biking with my mom neighbor friends, and I asked both of them, Megan and Veronica. And Veronica's like, yeah, my husband never used a top sheet, so I don't use a top sheet, so they don't use a top sheet. And then Megan was like, I don't even understand. And so right there were two perfect examples of how you are either on one side or the other. I grew up using a top sheet. There are top sheets on, actually, now that I think about it, my little one does not have a top sheet. I just thought about that. But my teenager does have a top sheet on her bed. So I don't know, you have to weigh in. Please comment below because I want this to blow up. I am fascinated by how strongly you are on whichever side of the fence, the top sheet or not. Like, people feel strongly, and there's like some levels of disgust if you don't use a top sheet, and then some levels of just shock and horror that you would use a top sheet. It is so funny to me. Do you remember last week we were talking about what do you call the end of the bread? That was another one that people were just like, oh, no, I don't eat it, or yes, I do eat it, or this is what I call it. I just thought it is so funny. So top sheet, yes or no? What are you doing in your sheeting? Your sheet, in your sheet situation. Okay, and then finally, I had to tell you about something super fun that happened in our house this week. It was so cool. They filmed a TV commercial in our house. So let me give you the backstory. So a girl I know, Tiffany Crumans, if you watch Shark Tank, like our family watches Shark Tank, you may have heard of her. Tiffany Crumans was on the first episode ever of Shark Tank because she invented something called Ava the Elephant. And it's a little elephant, and it's a way to dispense medicine for little babies or kids. And she came up with the idea when she was a nanny for a sweet boy with special needs. So it's like an elephant face, and then, you know, like the little thin tubes when you give medicine to a child. My brain like almost farted right there. And you know, you have to drink the little thing. Well, there's a little Ava the Elephant, it plays a sound. It's such a great idea, and she was on Shark Tank. Well, she is a product inventor, product creator. She's crazy talented. She got together with other parents who have also invented some things that were also on Shark Tank, and they filmed a commercial together. And so it's gonna air like on, I think, CNBC and CNN and Fox News, like those kind of newsy stations. But they were here, Tiffany Crumans and her friends, the inventors, the other inventors in this group, for Better Family. It's all of these products together. So if you have a baby or a grandbaby or a niece or nephew, really check out Better Family and Google Tiffany Crumans and Ava the Elephant because it's such a great story and she's such a kind person. I love when successful or women become successful, like good, kind, successful women, and she's one of those. But they came into my house. They were here. They got up. Well, they got here at 6:30. I was up at like 5:30 because I wanted to make sure everything was perfect. Then there's like a weird pressure. You're like, okay, all these people are coming into my house. You want to make sure it looks right. It's going to be on television. Like, that's cool. The neat thing is everyone had to be COVID tested before they got here within 2 days. And then there was like a COVID checker on site. Everyone was wearing masks. My one child was at school. The teenager is homeschooled. So just she and I were home because my husband was at his office. And she and I just stayed upstairs the entire day. We packed our lunches, a little cooler, brought my coffee and my computer and went upstairs. And we stayed upstairs all day. It was so fascinating. I came down once for like a coffee refill and just to make sure everything was good. Everyone on this crew was so nice. All of the parents that work with Tiffany, so nice. There were about 3 families here that are going to be in the commercial. It was such a mind-blowingly cool experience because I've never had a TV commercial filmed in my house. So now I guess I can check that off the list. But all of that to say, it's so cool. And when it comes out, I will be sure to share it here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram because I know it's going to be such a neat thing because the families who were in the commercial were so darn cute and so fun. And there was the sweetest little boy, Jacob, with special needs who is here, who's in the commercial. I mean, just the kids, oh, they were so cute and fun. So I cannot wait to share that with you. It was such a neat day, a different day. It was a long day because they, like I said, they got here at 6:30 and they did not leave till almost, I think, right before 8 o'clock. So it was a long day, but it was pretty darn cool. And then, yay, our house was in a TV commercial. So that's kind of neat. All right, before we get out of here, over the weekend, last week, remember I was telling you I was going to the Taste of Epcot International Food and Garden Festival at Epcot at Walt Disney World. I love this festival so much because I'm all about the flowers. In fact, this cute little mug, Happiness Blooms from Within, I got, I think it was last year maybe, or the year before. I just think it's so cute because they always have the cutest, like, flowery, gardeny, hence the name, Flower and Garden Festival. But they have all this cute stuff. I love it too because one of my favorite things to do at the Flower and Garden Festival is go to the Go-Go Squeeze butterfly tent. Go-Go Squeeze, who our family works with a lot for the Run Disney races, they have this tent and you go in, and there's all of these gorgeous, beautiful flowers and butterflies everywhere. And every year that we've done this now, 3 or 4 years, we always are able to get a butterfly to land on our finger. And I'm telling you, it is the greatest photo op if that happens. And I don't know if we just are lucky. I see it happening to other people, so I don't think it's luck. I think it's hey, there's just so many butterflies in here. But it's such a special thing. It's like when I see a deer or a bunny running across the lawn, I'm always like, a deer, a bunny. I am like that when I see butterflies. It's such a reminder of God's beauty and his creation and what he does. And it's so amazing to me. So when a butterfly lands on my finger, I just think it is the most amazing thing. So if you get a chance to check out the Taste of Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, it's running at Epcot through July 5th. They are so good about all of the social distancing and safety precautions and all the things at Walt Disney World. We've talked about that on the show since they reopened. But one of the things that you can get there are these cute, reusable Figment with just a spark. These cute bags. And they only sell these at the Flower and Garden Festival. You cannot get them on shopdisney.com, at least not yet. But maybe because it just started last Wednesday, a week ago today. But these come together normally, and I think it's $17.99 for both of them. They come together, but this one says, Let Your Garden Grow, Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2021. And then this one is just cute figments and flowers all over it. And one is a little bigger, but there's a couple of fun flower and garden goodies in there. But I just love these bags, and they're drawstring bags. So you just, I don't know why I had to make those sound effects. So what I did was I broke them up so I could give away 2. So we're gonna have 2 winners this week. I just thought that would be fun. I mean, I'm sure maybe you want to have 1 winner and 2, but what we're doing is we're doing 2 different winners because I thought that would be so fun. So if this is your first time watching, this is how we do contests on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Today's word, this week's word, is #FreshEpcot. #FreshEpcot, and then you tell me the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. You can get up to 3 entries because this show is on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then, like I said, we're gonna pick 2 winners. We will announce the winners on next week's show, so you have until next Tuesday, or this Tuesday, however you say it. You have until Tuesday to enter, and then we'll announce the winner on the Wednesday show 1 week from today. So 2 winners, #FreshEpcot, and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And then one of you will get one and one of you will get the other. Yay! So good luck, hope you win, and fun little goodies inside. But I just love these bags. They're so cute, perfect to like toss something in, put them in your purse, whatever. And then, like I said, the festival runs through July 5th, and hopefully you will be able to check that out. Next week on the show, we have an awesome Purdue Farms giveaway. I'm so psyched about that. It's going to be another fun episode. And then I think it's the week after that, we have Mad Tree Woodcrafts. Remember, they made me the cute sign, hanging sign for my door. They do all of these beautiful wood keepsake boxes, just like fun wood craft stuff. So we're gonna have them back on, and then tons more Disney giveaways too, and gift cards. So we have a lot coming up this spring on Coffee Convo Wednesday. I'm so grateful that you are here. Good luck on the goodie bags from Epcot. That's a fun little bag there. And just thank you for being here. I hope you get to bed an hour early over the weekend so that you don't get extra tired from losing that hour of sleep over the weekend. So set your clocks ahead. We're going to spring forward. And then I will see you in 1 week on Coffee Convo Wednesday with Purdue Farms and an amazing bundle for you. I cannot wait. So don't forget to like, comment, share, save, all the things, subscribe, and get those 3 entries on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And hopefully maybe you will be one of 2 winners this week. Thank you so much for being here. Spread joy and kindness like Nutella. Don't forget to follow me on all of the socials by going to CindySimmons.com, and follow us on TikTok. We're there all the time at I am Cindy Simmons, and on Insta Stories, because I do love an Insta Story. So thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.